You probably don't think much about spices, but when you're looking for that jar of cardamom you haven't seen since last winter and spend a great deal of time digging through your clutter drawer, you'll wish you had a better system. These suggestions can help you get organized and stay that way, whether you use a few vital spices every day or you're a creative cook with an unlimited spice stash on hand. Here are 10 of the most innovative and practical ways to store all your spices, regardless of how much cabinet space you have. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to Hela Organized and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Let's jump into the video without further ado. Number 1. Utilize awkward spaces. Spice jars are attractive because of their small size, which allows them to fit into spaces that would otherwise go unused. Bespoke storage might help you make the most of these spaces. Graham Smith, head of retail and design at Life Kitchen, says, "Pull out or pull down storage allows for a smooth cooking experience, offering simple access to supplies right where you need them." Many are available in a number of sizes, with a variety of boxes, trays, and other inserts that will hold bottles, plates, glasses, and more. Ideal for setting beside the stove for quick access to your herbs and spices. Number 2. Kit out cabinets for spices. If custom alternatives aren't an option, smartly organized kitchen cabinets is a quick and easy solution to keep your spice rack from becoming disorganized. Tiered organizers create staggered shelves by elevating objects at the rear of cabinets so you can see what you have. Place them on top of a riser or added visibility and keep refills or other dried products in the cubby hole underneath. Jars with non-slip liners are less likely to tip over. If you have the space, Declutter with Emma home organizer Emma George recommends putting a Lazy Susan within your cabinet. She explains, "They keep jars in place and spin so you can easily retrieve what you need without having to search around and knock things over." Number 3. Decant into uniform jars. Spice packaging can come in a variety of forms and sizes, making it difficult to store and giving the kitchen an unorganized appearance. Purchasing pre-measured bags and decanting into reusable glass jars is a more environmentally friendly option. Make sure they have rubber seals to keep them fresh and that you can fit a teaspoon inside comfortably. It's a wonderful way to keep an eye on stock levels while also maintaining a consistent and appealing storage space, explains Melissa Klink, Harvey Jones, head of design. If you're displaying your spices, such as in a wall-mounted spice rack, keep in mind that direct sunlight might degrade the quality of your spices over time, so pick your jars carefully. Number 4. Dedicate a drawer to spices. Alternatively, if you're a serious cook with a large spice collection, you might wish to organize your kitchen drawers such that one of them can hold your spice collection. A custom drawer inlay lets you arrange spice jars with labels that are easy to read at a glance, allowing you to see exactly what you have. Not only is this more efficient when cooking, but it also extends the life and quality of your spices by storing them in a cool, dark drawer. Spices can be stored in a drawer to save room in the cabinet and make your go-to seasoning very easy to find in a pinch. If you go with the drawer storage, you'll need a drawer insert to keep everything in order and organized. If you don't have enough space to set the jars down, put them in a drawer so they may stand up. Just make sure you label the jar tops so you know what's what. Laying spices flat on their sides is a smart alternative for slim drawers, and it also allows you to see when they're going to run out, allowing you to resupply ahead of time. To keep them from rolling around, use bespoke inlays and organize them alphabetically with the label facing downward so you can find what you need quickly. Number 5. Position spices near the cook zone. It's much easier to navigate a kitchen if you organize it by activity. Herbs and spices should be kept as close to the stove and cooker top as feasible. Whether they're kept in drawers, cupboards, or hanging on wall-mounted racks, if your kitchen doesn't have the space, place your most used spices in a standalone organizer or raised carousel. For convenience, you can bring it closer to you while cooking, then store it neatly on a shelf, in the pantry, or in the kitchen counter. Number 6. Label all your spices. Because spices can appear to be the same, accurate labeling is crucial to avoid any cooking mishaps. The best way to preserve your spices depends on how you want to do it. Place name label on the lid of spice jars if you're storing them upright in the drawer. Label the side of the bottle if storing on shelves or laying flat so they can be seen at a glance. When decanting, remember to write the expiration date on the bottom of the jar. Giving glass containers a makeover with bespoke labels. This will assist to streamline the whole design while adding an extra touch of style, says Al Bruce, founder of Olive & Bar. Number 7. Use your fridge. We adore the idea of putting the awkward area on the side of your refrigerator to good use. If your workspace is adjacent to your refrigerator, this do-it-yourself magnetic spice rack may be tucked away but still be easily accessed. Buy a few small jars or reusable baby food jars, glue a magnet to the lid, and add a creative label to recreate this do-it-yourself. For added organizing, the blogger used a blackboard so you can also stick them straight on the fridge. You'll want to pick out a couple of your favorite spices rather than restocking the whole fridge with them. But you'll enjoy how accessible they are to reach while you're making a batch of red sauce. Number 8. Stackable storage shelf. These stackable shelves are ideal for making the most of limited space. Make the most of the space inside the cabinet sides to see every spice container. Alternatively, you can also have more space in the cabinet to cram even more items in. These are fantastic since they can be adjusted to fit your tall spice bottles. Bottles of various sizes can be tough to store at times, but not with these racks. You should utilize this set in your home because it allows you to almost triple the amount of stuff you can put in the cabinet, and everything is always easy to find. The supersized Costco bottles will fit on your top shelf, but they may be somewhat larger than the shelf, so be careful not to knock them over. To be honest, you can keep using the approach as long as you have a spice cupboard in your kitchen. Number 9. Order spices alphabetically. You can order your herbs and spices in a variety of ways. Consider your cooking style and what makes the most sense to you. For some people, categorizing by cuisine or type like warm baking spices, herbs, aromatics, etc. helps, although it might lead to crossover. Keep your spices in alphabetical order so you can get right to what you need, especially if there are multiple cooks in the house. Don't be afraid to mix and match spices and store them in various parts of the kitchen. When cooking, keep the most regularly used spices available, such as salt, pepper, and even red pepper flakes. Baking spices such as cinnamon, cloves, cream of tartar, ginger, nutmeg, pumpkin spice mix, and extracts can all be kept in the same container. Dried herbs, spice mixtures, and spices specific to ethnic cuisines are examples of other spice categories. Number 10. Use pantry doors. When it comes to pantry organization, making use of the doors can go a long way toward keeping spices neat and easy to find. Herbs, spices, oils, condiments, and every other ingredient can be stored in a single row on a hanging rack, ensuring that they're not obstructed by other goods. Shelves of varying heights enable you to arrange like you would when organizing a pantry. Heavier, less used items stored at the bottom, more frequently used items near the top, ideally at eye level. While a custom design is difficult to beat, store-bought options can also be effective. When it comes to jars clanking when you open the door, wooden racks are better than metal. Whether you have a large collection or only a few key spices on a regular basis, they should be easy to find, access, and keep neat and tidy. We admit it's not an easy process. It is nonetheless possible. So guys, thank you for stopping by to watch this. If you're new to our channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified of our daily dose. And also don't forget to like and share.